It's Friday night, movie night. Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome back to Friday Night Movie Night. I'm Xlj the Og, and you can see I'm joined by my other brothers from other mothers, because I got a lot of mothers. What's that say about me? I don't know. Well, you know him, you love him, the best Gout machine. How you doing, buddy?
I feel amazing and delightful, somewhat erect, and I'm ready for our movie. Do I say it?
Movie. Yes.
Our movie.
No, you could say it. Yeah.
Double Dragon.
Yes. Not to be confused with Avatar 2, Way of the Water.
Fuck Avatar!
And of course, we also got the man himself who, is that a Bud Light beer hat you have on your head? Like, or the cowboy hat? Oh my God. America! Fuck yeah! It's Jacob's Wrestling. How you doing, buddy?
Doing okay. I went to go buy a pride flag today, the old Stars and Bars, and apparently they're banned. Dukes of Hazzard was taken off the air for sporting their pride flags. So,
oh my gosh.
This was the next best thing. So, figured I'd get my giddy up on for Pride Month.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, sir. Kudos.
America.
And as you can see, unfortunately, my other partner in crime, or my partner in crime, Mr. B-Roll, not able to join us tonight, but he's with us in thoughts and spirits.
I miss his smell.
I know, right? Me too. Just being able to like snuggle up against him. But I'm sorry.
His ass.
Oh my goodness, man! It's so great to finally make it through the work week. I gotta tell you, God, I am ready to just sit back, relax, and watch Double the Fuck Dragon, boys. Boys, you ever seen this movie? Oh, look at that! Oh, baby! Oh. Have you guys ever seen this movie? Did you even know this movie was in existence?
So I knew it existed, but I feel like I remember seeing movie posters for it, but I don't remember seeing the movie, if that makes sense.
I remember wanting to watch it when it came out, but then I didn't see it, and I forgot it existed. 4 years. Boom.
You're going to get a Charlie horse in one of those, and it's going to hurt.
What are you talking about? Oh!
Is like Vaseline good for that too?
All right.
Vaseline, it works for everything.
Mm.
That's probably how he got the Charlie horses.
Well, some of those Kama Sutra positions are pretty hard, but just to take a very special talented person. But anyways, yeah, I'm like you guys. I kind of remember too, like just seeing it. Like I remember being on like the back of like all my Marvel comics for some reason. It was just like Double Dragon, like advertisements everywhere.
But it was like an advertisement of that and Pop Rocks.
Yes, Pop Rocks and like the shitty Tiger games.
Mm.
And also, don't forget to send off like all your like hard-earned money as a 10-year-old child, so you can get some piece of shit toy made from in China. Just saying. Good times.
Tiger Electronics.
I do miss those. Like I found one recently. This is how old we've gotten. It's like they're actually remaking them and like marketing them to kids. Like why a kid would actually want to fucking play that nowadays? But
yeah, they're terrible compared to what they got now.
Yeah. It's just like
but price wise, they're pretty good.
Well, yeah,
they only have to be like $3 now, right?
I seen one where it was like I think it was like $10 or something like that, which I was thinking, damn, $10, but I don't know. I just thought I was so fascinated the fact that like these are actually like being still manufactured and marketed as like retro now. It just made me feel like an old fucker that I am. But anyways, I digress. But boys, I am excited as fuck tonight because guys, we're getting ready.
Double the fuck dragon pussy!
Yeah! Double the fuck dragon pussy.
Double, yes! True.
You guys, of course, we all know Double Dragon is based off the very popular video game. Did you guys play this as a kid?
No.
I did both arcade and Nintendo.
Yes, same here. I love Best Scout though. No.
I'm honest.
Next subject, please.
There was a place called Indiana Beach in Monticello, Indiana.
In
And
beautiful Monticello, Indiana, because there's more than corn in Indiana.
They had
Monticello.
like a lower level, like under the fancy restaurant, that was like an arcade.
Yeah, I remember.
And me and my brother, like every year when we'd go, we would be excited to be playing like Double Dragon. And I remember we showed up one year and there was no Double Dragon. It was like Jake and the Fat Man or something like that.
What
Snake
the
and Jake.
fuck?
There it was.
Oh, okay.
So then we had to get it
That
for
would be
Nintendo.
amazing if there was a Jake and the Fat Man arcade game. I would play the fuck out of
I would play that.
Just a movie about a man in a chair solving mysteries.
that. Take my
I'd play the shit out of that.
But I don't know. Like I wasn't like I played it, but I mean I wasn't like a huge Double Dragon guy. Like I played it on both the arcade and the NES. I mean I probably played it more on the NES. I remember when they hyped the shit out of Double Dragon 2. Like it was supposed to be this grandiose, epic game, but it was just like it was like a pretty much just a slightly updated first version of the first one. But I think the best version of it's definitely the first one in the arcade. Like that just can't be beat in my mind.
Oh yeah.
No, the only thing I played back then was myself.
Well, it's funny you say that because my favorite type of video games of this era is what Double Dragon is. Talking to good old fashioned beat 'em up. That's right. I like to beat 'em up. But I was like kind of pissed. Like Double Dragon was cool and all, but I was like, why the fuck did they not make a Final Fight movie? Like I loved Final Fight. You guys ever play Final Fight?
It looks familiar, but I do not remember playing that.
Okay.
But it
That's-
looks familiar. It looks like Street Fighter stole all their characters from the game.
Well, it's funny you say that because this was like before Street Fighter.
Because there's Sagat getting knocked out in the zebra shirt.
Yeah,
and then there's Zandalf doing a fucking inverted package reverse pile driver to fucking Barry Windham.
Ooh,
And then Ryu is knocking Bianca fucking off stage. And then there's a ham bone.
yeah. Well, that was one of the things with this is like your health. I always cracked me up was like either a giant turkey or like fish or some shit, you know. And then like the Capcom made this game, who also of course did Street Fighter, but like the if you look like you say, there's a lot of the designs are very similar to Street Fighter. But I love this game for like the guy there jumping up doing the ass punch with his ass or whatever. That's Haggard, who was like
my
the mayor,
style.
who was the mayor of the city as well as he was also a professional wrestler too, which I always thought was badass. Like he was awesome because you could take him around and do like a pretty badass drop kick and just beat the fuck out of everybody. Good times.
Never played it.
Oh man, that's a shame. But
I know.
another one I really feel like they should have made a game or a movie out of was Streets of Rage 2. Did you guys ever play Streets of Rage 2?
Oh yeah.
No.
That's what I thought maybe that
Did you play with anything other than yourself, Pascal?
Did you ever well where he lived at they probably didn't have electricity.
Oh my god! So was your thing like as a kid? You just played with the triangle with the pegs in it. You could play a Cracker Barrel.
I was like, I'm gonna put it in the hole. All right, how did I do, fellas?
Oh.
Wasn't there video games that doesn't exist? It's a devil.
No, the Streets of Rage 2, I think, is the best beat 'em up game. Well, I don't know. It's that and Final Fight for me. I mean, there were so many others too, and I mean, they did knockoffs and stuff as well. But man, beat 'em up was my favorite genre of video games. So I'm not shocked. Like Double Dragon was like one of the first kind of video game movies made.
It's like the only one I'm aware of in they've listed.
Yeah. The soundtrack to this too. So this is really collectible. You can get the soundtrack to this on vinyl, and like dumbasses pay like $200, $300 just for the vinyl on this. It's like, really? I mean,
I
it's an
want this
amazing
now.
soundtrack, but fuck, it's ridiculous. But no, like the thing what I want to talk about next, boys, is video game movies, because that's what we're doing here tonight. You know, we're talking about video games, and one of the first video game movies, it was what the fuck? Um,
Woo!
what the hell,
You have a
Jay?
chest tattoo?
What's go? Oh my god! Is
I
this
told you guys.
is this from last month?
Yeah, I told you guys. I would outdo Chuck Norris.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's
It haunts
incredible.
us. God,
God, look at that!
I'm at full candy corn.
Oh man! Stand in attention, ladies. Hubba, hubba. My god! Man, I mean,
You guys can now say you've seen somebody upstage Chuck Norris.
now he's gonna come kill you, though. Oh,
You're
no.
gonna die.
But I
We
mean,
missed you.
I just you did a pretty damn good job. Maybe have some more, like some sweat stains down here, perhaps, but I think you nailed it, my friend. But my goodness, like when's the when's the calendar coming out, dude?
Coming soon, coming soon. You know, I don't want to do a mid-year calendar, so I'm gonna wait until October to start pushing the 2024 calendar.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Strategy.
Oh, look at that! Look at that, man.
I was trying my best to like show off the shorts, but like I couldn't get a good enough angle. Well,
I
getting all the sporting equipment in the picture at the same time.
I do think the knee-high socks are real cute, though.
Can you break into a Dick's Sporting Goods?
Ah,
That's what I was trying to make it look like. There's a fishing pole back there somewhere that those hooks, when they get stuck into stuff, they're hard to pull out. So I don't know like how people catch fish with those.
You gotta do it with your bare hands. No one uses fishing rods anymore. You gotta swoop them up like you were a goddamn grizzly bear in Montana. Bitches.
bitches. But man, oh man, I could just watch this. That's hell. If we could just watch this instead of Double the Fuck Dragon, but nonetheless, though. But guys, like the plethora of shitty fucking video game movies. I mean, it started with Super Mario Brothers. You got Double Dragon, Street Fighter. I say what you will, but I liked the first Mortal Kombat. I mean, it did give us some epic music, and I thought the first Mortal Kombat was okay. Now, the second one was fucking awful, but the first one was pretty good.
I think it actually was of the video game movies. It actually like it tried its best to stick with the story. I think it tried too hard to make it seem realistic. I think if it would have went like because it tried to take the turn towards the actual Mortal Kombat mythos, but it was afraid to take that
Yeah.
last step into complete fantasy. And I think if they would have took that step, it would probably be the best comic book movie. But I didn't know Postal was based off the game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a oh man, I can't think of the name of the director, but he's
I'll be right
notorious
back.
for making terrible movies. But
Because that's why I never watched it.
I saw it like okay, I'm gonna look it up because it's like the guy the filmmaker on this, he's like one of the worst filmmakers of all time. And I feel like he's like maybe, I don't want to say Sweden. He's from overseas, I know.
I'm trying to think of that one guy who made the what's it called? I was about to say Four Rooms, but it's not Four Rooms.
Oh,
Where he
Tommy
acts-
Wiseau.
The one where he acts in the movie as well.
Tommy Wiseau's
Yeah.
from The Room. Oh, that's it. That's it. U-Bowl. This is a U-Bowl film.
Okay.
Which he is notorious for doing a bunch of crappy movies. Like let's see here. Oh yeah, and a lot of these are shitty video games movie too. That's interesting. You remember House of the Dead?
Oh man.
He did Alone in the Dark. Blood Rain. God damn, I didn't realize he did a ton of video game movies.
Yeah.
Postal. God. Uh,
Street Fighter
I'll
2, or Street Fighter, I should say, is another one of those that I feel like if they would took that final step and like leaned into the let's not try to make it so hyper realistic and lean more into the game. I feel like that would have been a little bit better.
Well, and I thought it was kind of like ridiculous. I mean, Ryu was like the main character of Street Fighter, and it's like the main like focus in that movie is Guile, which I mean, I like Guile and all, but I don't know. That's what I will say. This the best part about Street Fighter was Raul Julio as a Bison. I thought he did a great Bison.
Oh yeah. And Guile though, like he was like the fan favorite though. Like even when the game came out, even though the story was based around Ken and Ryu, everybody loved uh Guile to the point where they were trying to tie in like people, at least people like I knew and hung out with. We'd all think of ways to like tie it in to make it seem like Guile was like the main dude anyways and all that.
Okay.
So I feel like if the movie would have just adapted to that, or like I said, if they would have just went all the way into okay, it's plausible these guys could throw energy through the air to rip you in half or whatever. Uh, because it would have been more by the way that M. Bison rules the world, it would have made it more plausible why he rules the world, you know?
Oh yeah, that's true. I also didn't like how Blanca was treated in this movie. Like I wish I needed more Blanca, and I just thought it was like lame his transformation or whatever. But I don't know. I was always a Blanca guy. I always like the big burly, slow fat fucking guys on those games. Like give me Blanca, give me E Honda. If I'm E Honda, all I gotta do is
I don't think you could lose with E Honda, can you?
pretty hard to. Like E Honda was always my go-to, especially in like Street Fighter Turbo for the SNES.
Do you know in like tournaments on Street Fighter Turbo, you can't use them in like professional tournaments?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Yeah, there's like certain players in like all those games like that you can't use because they know like in Mortal Kombat 1, I believe it's Sub Z, it might be Scorpion, but I think it's Sub Zero because his sweep is longer than everyone else's.
Really?
Yeah, so if you just hold down and low kick, there's no way you could really lose.
Huh. I'll be damned.
Heavens.
Heavens to Murgatroyd. Like,
Heavens to Megatroy.
a lot of shitty video game movies, including what we are about to watch, gentlemen. Double the fuck
Oh, God.
dragon. Like what the fuck? Look at this right here. It's like they replaced their like outfits with fucking like pajamas with rhinestones on them. Like what the hell?
Inspired by Power Rangers or something?
Well, see, that's what I thought a Double Dragon was, where it's two guys in pajamas banging a girl.
Wrong movie.
Whoopsie. Well,
Oopsie.
I just
I-
heard my mom yelling it a lot as a child, so I just
so you got Scott Wolf as Billy and Mark Dacascos as Jimmy Lee, the Lee brothers. Now Scott Wolf, you may remember, was from that shitty show Party of Five. Like this is like the prime like Tiger Beat, you know, because I don't think he did like shit after this, honestly. Like Mark Dacascos' other hands, like he has done a ton of stuff. Of course, most people I think will remember him off fucking Iron Chef. You know, he's the guy who's like the main guy who introduces it, like doing like the
Oh
karate
shit,
trick.
that was him.
That's him.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was the guy that drowned squirrels down the corner.
Oh, that was him in another life, I think. But anyways, and of course, right there in the middle, that is a fucking Alyssa Milano, believe it or not.
Alyssa Milano.
She'll get it with brown hair, blonde hair, red hair. It don't matter.
Hey,
Hey.
God, look at how awful what we're about to watch here. Like, I do
Well,
give them credit for
Is that
trying to
Bob
like.
Bruton?
Is that Boss Rutan? Yeah. It looks like a cone head, but his cone's been shrinking down and like um
Von Wagner with no hair.
oh yeah, kinda.
It looks like the baby picture he showed on NXT.
Oh fuck. Wowza. But also in this movie too, I find this fascinating. You got the fucking T2000 Robert Patrick's in this movie as well as the bad guy.
With blonde hair.
Which is, if you look, it's hard to like. You got to look at him a lot to realize that's fucking him. That's the fucking.
I did not realize till you said it.
Yeah, it's hard. You really don't notice, but
It's like he's trying to go for like the bad guys in Meteor Man, but white.
yeah,
He has like
I
the
fucking love
haircut.
Meteor Man. Can I just say that I love Meteor
Classic.
He has the haircut of every 80s female villain.
Man. Oh man, yeah, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I told you, a double dragon.
Double
Open wide.
Hello. But yeah, Double the Fuck Dragon is what we are about to watch, gentlemen. Like this movie. Oh my gosh. Like I haven't watched this movie in probably close to maybe 30 years, I would say. God,
Like I said, I remember when it came out, I was like, "Ooh, cool, that's coming out. Yeah, ninja stuff. Yeah." And then the movie came out and no one cared about it. No one liked it. And like, I forgot it existed.
Yep, but now we're rehashing it here on Friday
Finally.
night.
30
Yep.
years, I finally get to experience it.
You know what the best part is? We found this on the CAC.
On the cock.
That's right.
The
Found
cock,
it
baby.
on
You know why, baby? Because fuck Pluto, and fuck Avatar, and fuck Fight TV. Motherfucker. Oh, goddamn, I gotta fix my thing.
Nice.
I love you guys.
I love you too, bro. But you know who we don't want to say fuck to? Tubi! We still love Tubi.
We still love you, Tubi.
Tubi's in our heart and soul. See?
Hi.
Hi, Tubi.
I will take every
love
chance
you.
I can to be the man that you all know loves Tubi.
Yeah.
Our
'Cause
friends
I'm
kiss
going
Tubi.
to be the spokesman for Tubi sometime in my life.
To be or to be?
It's to be my destiny.
I found its butthole.
Ah!
What's the
Nate
smell
Slater just said he's going to put me through a table.
like? Oh, not the silverback. Is he going to chop your ass down too?
I don't fucking know. I don't want to get hit with those cinder blocks.
That's not good. That's not good for your spine.
We're
Well, I do
scared
have
of-
a ruptured disc. Maybe that will fix it.
Oh,
Your disc will rupture and fragment into your spinal column.
science.
Maybe I
Hooray.
will revert to my natural form, which is Slimer.
I ain't afraid, no ghost. Well, gentlemen, are you ready to watch some Double the Fuck Dragon? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, should we synchronize our cocks?
Synchronized cocks. Whip them out.
All right.
Your
I got it.
remotes.
I got it at 0.
All right. I got it 009. All right. So say when.
All right. And synchronize your cocks in 3, 2. Cocks!
Cocks.
Cox!
Demo content.
Cocks. Imperial Entertainment. That looks like a cigarette.
Except, I was going to say, this is going to be. It does look like a package of cigarettes.
Really?
We got
it's
Imperials.
Imperial.
You want a soft pack or hard pack? It'll be $6.95.
It's Imperial's 100s menthol. Thank you.
And Moonstone Entertainment. Looks like a hemorrhoid.
I used to dance with Moonstone all the time. Tubi.
Tubi. Imperial Entertainment and Scambox Home Entertainment. What the fuck is Scambox in the 90s? Ooh.
It's like a box full of dead hamsters.
Oh. Ooh.
Dude.
Oh, I remember the
shiny.
Shadow Wars like they were yesterday.
Like the Gold Ranger's chest here or something.
Lone Ranger didn't have chest hair.
I just realized I don't have the sound on. What the hell am I doing?
Oh, you're missing out. There's a huge story going on right here.
The
I was
legend.
watching a movie with somebody while I was on vacation, and well, we were driving there, and like there was no sound. Like the kids had headphones on, but like the adults couldn't hear. And I was like, "You ever watch movies and just like with no sound on purpose and just make up your own story?" And like everybody looked at me like I was the crazy one.
Why would you do that?
Well, if I turn on a movie like in the middle and I've already lost like all context, might as well just mute it and just make up your own story. Because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be better than what Hollywood produced.
Well, especially with me, because I'm incredibly creative and witty.
So, mine are all just about
crack it with your whip.
Trying to get to his Snickers bar in his freezer.
Hungry? Why wait? Oh, this fucking guy. I remember this guy in a lot of 90s movies playing the stereotypical.
Very Caucasian.
Yeah.
He was actually the union leader for the white people.
God damn it.
Yeah. If you need to use white people in your film, he had to be.
Why does this guy have razor blades all over him? You notice that?
He a thug.
Because back in the day, thugs used razors instead of guns.
Yeah.
Guns don't kill people. Razors do.
Razors do.
I think Tupac even carried a razor.
White people with razors. Oh man, wasn't the Indiana Jones ripoff shit? Is this?
That, the first thing that comes to my mind when I see that is like, that had to be a lot of work to light all those fucking candles.
Like, ah, shit, another one went out. Shit, another one out.
Like the prop master, like having to deal with that.
Oh my god, I think I've
cleaning up all the wax afterwards.
Ooh, 90s, get the big ass phone out.
Oh, I thought that was a guy.
Oh my god, it's a chick.
Oh my god, she has teats. 2007. New Angeles.
New Angeles.
I can guarantee you none of this is real.
Because we are in a post-apocalyptic world.
Now turn to liquid.
Because this is what we were wearing in 2007.
I used to have a pompadour like that, just not blonde.
Yeah, was it like when you were in 6th grade and you got like your school picture taken?
Actually, I was 21.
Oh, even
I
better.
was getting my school picture taken.
When he got his school picture taken, yeah.
Traffic school picture.
Sophomore year, high school.
21 years old. I eventually stopped wetting the bed.
You need to get some incontinence supplies, my friend. Get you some underpads to put down.
The fact he's not wearing a tie with that is making me angry.
Right? It's like, but there's like the way it's buttoned or whatever. It's like there's no place to truly put a tie.
It's because the world, we are living in a backwards world. The world should have progressed to the point by now where no one wore ties. But because this man got his hand on the dragon pendant in real life, we now have to wear ties.
Did anyone notice that the dragon pendant kind of looks like two dragons 69ing each other?
Yes.
Erotic.
Well, that's what makes the magic.
Did he just make himself into like a giant cardboard cutout?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That reminds me of Freddy's the final. No, was it Freddy's Dead? The Final Nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a giant fart.
I took Taekwondo for 4 years. Never did anything like this.
Well, it's because you got to stay after class.
Ah.
Yes.
Well, I did, and usually I was naked for it.
So, because usually, like in jiu-jitsu, this shit happened all the time.
Mm.
Oh no!
Oh my god! Look at that tiny guy go!
And then, like, who fought?
I think it looks like it's gonna break at any second.
Shamrock, and like it ruined everything.
Fucking Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, like I was going to like jiu-jitsu practice and stuff, and like there's maybe maybe like on a Saturday afternoon, there might be like 18 people in the class at the most. And then like after 2 or 3 hours, it'd get down to like 4 people. And then random people would show up and we'd be fighting like this, you know? And then that fight happened. Um, and the next week, like all classes, all week, like, I mean, I'm talking Monday at 10 a.m. are packed. All of a sudden, everybody knows Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wants to learn how to.
Soccer moms, no, we're Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
So I quit. I quit practicing because it was fucking lame. Like I'd get on like these big dudes that, you know, because they're bigger than me, they could beat me up or whatever, and then I'd throw them around and stuff, and then like, you know, you got to practice at some point. So then when you teach them like how to get out of the guard, you know, stuff like that, like you'd lay on top of them, they just start farting everywhere because they never fought before in their life. So their body's not used to having pressure on it, moving every which way and everything else. So
I
like,
farted really loud during a world championship thing back in the day. It was my turn, silence, and
that happened so much too. I was at a well, they called it a wrestling shoot tournament. Because MMA wasn't like officially a thing yet. Even then. Like that wasn't the real
You're Ultimate Fighters, like these guys.
And you would hear that all the time. People would be getting up there and like right before their first fight, you'd
Why does it look like he's kind of wearing a cardigan sweater, not like a karate gi or whatever?
Right, that's not a gi at all. That's like
there was only a limited number of gis in California.
He made that out of his mother's bed sheets.
What is with the little guy and the pump?
My mom, or not my mom,
what
my
is
grandmother made me one of those kung fu headbands out of one of her bras once when I was a kid.
Oh, that's nice. Look, it's Jack City. That's what it was, buddy. Oh, I was there yesterday. You guys ever been there?
Are they selling quick hardening cock?
Oh, among other things, yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, it's George Hamilton and Vanna White.
Look at that. Oh, man, all the freckles from all that time in the sun.
He's not even only fully basted.
Oh, God, Andy Dick.
Oh, my God, Andy Dick.
Yeah, he sexually assaulted George Hamilton after the cameras went off.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, when they were putting this movie together, what made them think, like, okay, we're going to do Andy Dick in here. We're going to put Vanna White in there.
And they're going as East Angeles. They're actually going as themselves, huh?
Apparently.
That's bewildering.
Trying to get a bit of a RoboCop vibe here.
Yeah, I get that. I'd buy that for $1.
Luke Cage.
New Tokyo City.
I'm getting Purge vibes.
So did Japan take over California?
I think so, yes. The one thing I will say with this movie, I do like that they like try to recreate like some of the the people you beat up along the way, not the bosses, but
I'd beat up everyone here. Beat them off.
Ah!
Skate, motherfucker!
Is that a fucking mime? Is that a gang of homeless mimes? Oh my god! Dear God!
I'll be honest, I actually really love the aesthetic here.
Yeah, this is kind of funny. Like, now I'm watching this in hindsight. I kind of respect it because it's like shitty, but they like tried awful hard to make it not shitty.
Yeah. They put effort into it.
Yeah.
They tried.
Oh my god, it's a cyberpunk.
Cyberpunks.
But they like filmed the movie so dark, like I had to take my sunglasses off. I thought it was going to be Andy Dick.
George Goldblum? Jeff
I
Goldblum?
don't remember any of
No,
these
it's not.
parts from the
Oh.
video game at all. I don't remember being in a car. I remember fighting guys that looked like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say the guys they are getting the look down at least.
I remember dancing with a few people like that. I thought vacation.
He could bench 800 pounds. But yet he
What?
paints his face like that.
Oh, I could beat him up. Oh, that is obviously like fake. Hey.
Oh my god, I know who that guy is. You guys ever watch Weird Science on USA?
Yes.
It's the one brother with like the blonde, or the one friend with the
Oh,
blonde
the
hair.
dickhead brother?
Not the well, no, not the dickhead brother, but it's the friend of the brother. Like the two best buddies. Or maybe it was his brother. Fuck, it's been so long since I've seen that show.
I only remember the two main guys, and then they had a dickhead brother and the hot lady that, you know,
Yeah.
that wasn't like a genie.
Yeah.
I don't remember anyone's name.
It was
Weird Science.
Vanessa something. She was in the only other thing she was in was Kingpin.
Oh yeah, that was it. It's
Yeah.
my creation, ever real.
I feel the show is way better than the movie.
Yeah, I think so too.
I enjoy the. No, that show does not get the appreciation it deserves.
No, it doesn't.
I watch that every week with Duckman.
Hell yeah, Duckman.
Oh, Duckman was great. I miss.
What the hell are you staring at?
And then the chick with the tits.
Oh, yeah.
All night.
Rhonda Shear.
Up all night.
She's
Oh yeah.
up all night. I follow her here on YouTube. She has her own YouTube channel.
I should follow her.
I
follow
you,
her.
Rhonda Shear. Oh God.
When she comes down.
I remember you from WrestleMania 10 as a child when you made my wee tingle.
I remember when they finally accidentally slipped and showed boob.
Hooray, boob!
It was Class of Nukem High 2, and I was like, it's there. They didn't censor it.
Whenever they played Bikini Car Wash, one of them.
Oh yes.
Whenever they played it the second time, like about every third or fourth boob would make it through.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Oh my God.
Because shortly after that is when Comedy Central started allowing cussing after like 12 o'clock or whatever. Probably 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock Eastern time.
You kids will never know the feeling.
Never know. Everything you have is like right there in your hand. But back in the day, we used to wait hours on end, days, weeks on end, just to see one titty.
I know. It's like
at 3 in the morning.
You have Brazilian fart porn in the palm of your fucking hands with your cell phones.
Right there. Anything you want, boom, right there.
It's there.
Well, even just like cussing, remember what was it? South Park was going to say the F word. And like they based the whole episode around it.
Oh yeah, they said shit. It was shit.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it's shit. They said
9,000 shits.
Yeah.
Back then, you never see shit. Hear shit. Are they playing a video game?
I was gonna say, how meta is this? They're playing a video game. Well, portraying a video game.
I don't understand why this is even in the movie. Like, why would there be a car chase scene in the Double Dragon movie? I never drove cars. And the thing is, think of the amount of money they probably spent on this like car chase scene that was just unnecessary.
Well, this is how
they gonna explode Cheese Whiz?
They're showing us this because if you played the game, now you know how they made it from level to level.
So in the game, I can use Cheese Whiz to like make my car go faster.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, hi, Tubi. I missed you.
We need to go to what are they called? The Santeria Salt Flats, where they tried to break the world land speed record and
The
see if
Santa
you
Rita Salt
Oh.
Flats?
Yeah.
What?
I'm not down with that at all. You know why?
What?
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
But see,
I had
dude,
$1,000,000, but I spent it all.
but I figure maybe Cheese Whiz is helping them, and they don't know. They don't know. They did not learn from the future, which is our past, which was the cinematic masterpiece, Double Dragon.
How do you guys feel about Cheese Whiz?
If no one's looking, I'll eat an entire can.
I'm not mad at it. Yeah.
I have never had it.
Oh my God, you're missing out. There's no feeling like doing this.
That just ain't Christian.
No.
Well, I
Oh,
heard that it was like a big deal in Kentucky, so like I like linked it in my head with like hillbillies, so I like purposely have stayed away from it.
Oh, you're missing out, dude.
That's like what it's kind of similar to why I don't drive. Well, I would never drive a truck.
Hey, that's funny you said that because I was about to say, so I tried my hardest not to assimilate to Kentucky, and I would never buy a truck, but yet I am driving a truck now because out of all the vehicles I have at my house, that truck is the best one on gas.
Mm.
Oh,
But it's a
America.
very small truck.
Hey, who
Smallest
the hell
truck
are
I've
these guys? Is a tiny truck? See, that's only what truck to go with. A tiny truck.
Did you guys hear it? Oh, hey, Broomhead, we're gonna sweep the floor with your skull.
Whoa.
You run your little tacos?
The One Warrior Nation.
Alyssa Milano. Yeah, Marion. We don't play with girls.
Why was it with the bucket hats too? Why was that the fishing bucket hats? Why was that a thing? And can we get it back? Look at that. I mean, what?
Did it go away?
They're fighting over a Game Boy? I think this movie, the whole theme is they're fighting over a Game Boy. It's a Game Boy Advance. Oh my God, that's it.
Oh, man.
Game Boy
They should be
Advance.
fighting over a Game Gear. Game Gear was so much better.
I did love some good Game Gear. I remember
It
one
was
time, this is an honest to God true story. I remember one time convincing my parents to stay at like a DoubleTree Inn or something. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, they used to be like part of the appeal of staying at a hotel. You could get a game system, right?
Really?
Oh yeah, I remember that as a kid. Like at least in my area. So they were advertising they had Game Gear at this hotel. I was like, yeah, let's go. So it was like the DoubleTree. So what they didn't tell you is like what games they had to play, and the only fucking game they had to play that was available was a fucking shitty tennis game. I was so pissed. Like, I don't want to play tennis. I want to play
Who the
Sonic.
fuck plays
Damn it!
tennis?
Like who the fuck? I don't want to play tennis.
I want
Wasn't
to
there,
beat the shit out of people.
Wasn't there a game on like Game Gear where it was like you would like raid like a teenage slumber party and you were like killing all the kids and there was like cut scenes?
No, you're thinking of Sega CD, Night Trap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about my dreams.
I was like one of like 6 people on Earth that had like a Sega Saturn, and I knew that it came out before Sega Saturn.
Really? Always wanted a Saturn, but like I was too poor to afford it.
You know what the cool thing about Sega Saturn, and I don't know if maybe Sega CD was the same, but all of the discs were you could put them in your CD player, and they were like soundtracks. So like the WWE game, if you put that in, you got HBK, Shawn Michaels and HBK.
Oh, man. No, it didn't do that with the
Sega
Sega CDs.
intro, Razor Ramon's intro, and then there was somebody else. I'm trying to think. There was like 8 songs on there, but only like 7 guys in the game. There was somebody else's song. Intro music was on there, and I guess that person got removed from the game at the last minute, and that's why they weren't. That's why their song was on there, but they weren't in the game.
Huh.
But that was before WWE released the intro CDs. You know,
Oh, okay.
so
Oh,
we
yeah.
had that to
The
play when
music.
we played wrestling. You know, we had that to play. So you just play your Sega CD and bam, you got intro music.
We'd
And I had nobody
experience
to
that.
play with because, you know,
I didn't have
Okay.
no Sega Saturn.
What games did you have with the Sega CD?
I had that. I had Tekken,
Oh,
Virtual Fighter,
Fighter.
4, 3, something like that. It wasn't the first one. There was this race game. It was basically like Road Rash, but you were in cars.
Was it
So
Virtue
like
Racer or something like that?
so you swung. I can't remember the name of it, but you swung like a mace out the window and stuff. You didn't shoot at guys, but you banged the shit out of their cars while you were driving, try to destroy them.
I
That
banged the shit out of your mom last night. Ah!
And I was so poor I didn't have a computer, but since I had the Sega CD, I bought the keyboard for it. So I had a computer like where I was online and stuff. And then Sega came out with something else, and then all of a sudden the browser for the Sega Saturn didn't work anymore. But that's what I used to do homework for like first couple of years of when like the internet became a thing to like do homework.
You did homework on your Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be damned.
Because that was like the infancy of the internet. So I was able to use the internet through it to
Yeah,
get
really,
it.
Sega. I remember Sega being like the first, one of the like first things to ever really introduce me to the internet. Like, you remember when they like had their own like club service or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, you could like pay like $10 a month and you play online and stuff.
See, they came out. I don't. It might have been the Dreamcast, but it was something came out, and when it came out, the browser through the Sega CD didn't work anymore.
Huh. The Dreamcast was one of my favorite systems. I don't think it gets nearly enough love. Such a good game system.
I forget it exists. Ah!
Not a chair. Oh, there's Phantom White again.
And just think, we were talking about Jake and the Fat Man earlier.
Damn it, George Hamilton! And Bangladesh.
Look at that flower on George Hamilton.
I wonder if Madonna really married Tom Arnold at some point, because I feel like that happened.
I feel like it did, but I know it didn't. But I feel like it did.
The 90s were a crazy time where something like that could happen, and like it's not really that far fetched.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For the love of God, Michael Jackson married Elvis's daughter.
I like
Michael Jackson. That's ignorant. I got to see Michael Jackson last week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
You mean
Santana Jackson.
Santana Jackson?
Santana Jackson. I popped for him like I would have for like fucking a surprise appearance by Kenny Omega.
So, like, what the hell? I didn't get, like, is he wrestle in the California area or what is he?
Yeah. I'm unaware of him wrestling out here, but I know he went viral. So
AEW used them.
Yeah,
did
they
really?
didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Did they? When?
I got the video on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or did they? I don't know.
If you go viral, AEW uses you.
Like he went viral, and then,
but I got him and Mark Henry like tearing it up backstage at AEW Dark.
Oh,
Dark. Okay, probably on Dark.
Yeah, he wasn't on yet.
I forgot Dark existed. But the Smooth Criminal was playing by Alien Ant Farm, and then the curtain opened, and we're all like, "Who is this? We don't know this music." And then, like, as he kept moving, the crowd kept popping and popping, and finally getting my peripherals, and I'm like, "Ah!"
That's awesome.
Fanboyed out. I was the presence of greatness. Are they about to kiss?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
The story of the Young Bucks training.
Oh. In Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Rancho Cucamonga. They're
Here
killing
comes
the
Kenny
business.
Omega.
Remember, this movie takes place in 2007. That's probably about the time they started training him, right?
Oh my God, I think so.
There's Kenny Omega in the background.
Oh,
All right,
God.
let me
That's
show
Kenny
you how
right
to
there.
properly do it.
I can see this guy doing the one wing angel.
Here comes Triple H and his band of goons wanting to sign them to NXT.
I want you to
Hold
come
on, we're here to evaluate your talent.
NXT and play the games.
Why do you take your sunglasses off at the same time?
Yeah. That takes talent. Like, look at it. His like ensemble is incredible. Like this. Look at this no tie wear motherfucker. Like
I
coming
want
in
him to like.
long flowing like geese that are like business suits somehow.
I want to see him like listen to like early '90s sort of hippie rap. Kind of like I could see him like listening to like that song that goes, "However you want it, however you need it, however." Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I could see him dancing to that song.
They played it all the time during New Jack City.
Right. New Jack swing. Off my nuts.
Run.
Wee.
Fucking Matt Jackson showing off the fucking other half of the thing.
She's supposed to be Hikaru Shida.
I think so. Or Emmy Sakura.
Okay, are they? Is this Guts?
Do you have it?
See, everybody thinks learning how to do all those challenges in Double Dare is useless.
Shit, you'll survive.
Especially in 2007 and
2007, that was a rough year.
New Anglius. Oh yeah. That earthquake and it destroyed all the world except for New Anglius.
That was 2 years after I moved to California. I'm probably the reason that happened. Wee, a douchebag. He like turns, looks at him, go.
Sounds like the rope was about to break.
He cop a feel.
I like the fact that we're living in a post-apocalyptic Los Angeles, but yet they find time to still put on plays.
Right?
There's always time to put on plays.
Like elaborate ones as well.
Well, it's like they can't still be cultured people though? I mean,
No.
we have to be, right?
Good thing all those pillows were there for her to land on after taking that kick.
You think it was like a production of Wicked? God damn it, gum is a resource.
Like, the apocalypse has happened when all the Chinese men in this are also Jewish. They're all wearing yarmulkes.
Oh my God.
They are. Holy shit.
After we spin the dreidel, we learn to do some backflips.
We'll spin the dreidel and do the double dragon.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made you out of clay. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Let's play double dragon. Ooh, big bag truck with the spoiler.
Oh, he got his ponytail.
Ponytail.
Did he leave with it?
Oh, look at her keep giving him like fuck me.
Holy
eyes.
cheetah.
Hikaru Shida wants to get down with the T2000.
That's Omega. That's Kenny Omega.
That's Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
I got some liquid
I'm
metal
sorry.
put on your back.
Hikaru
There,
Shida wants to get down with Kenny. I'm sorry.
Do you not see the gray streak in his hair?
Oh, I see it. I hear his battle cry.
Damn it, I was going to say something like that.
There's Kota Ibushi.
Oh my god, he's gonna take his dick out. Oh no, it's the medallion. Never mind.
I'm gonna spray you with some liquid metal.
I
Why is there a cock next to my head?
don't know what happened there.
It's a bit of a pea
It's a
cock.
nice. That's still a nice cock, though. By the way, you have a nice looking cock above
It's
you.
a magnificent cock that glistens in the sun. Hey, it's Ryback.
Oh,
The
dear
guy
God.
already stopped and got out of his vehicle, but now we're just hearing the brakes from it.
What the fuck? It's like this guy's like on steroids and has tumors all over his body.
That's why I said, what the
Yeah,
fuck is it, Ryback?
I'm saying.
Yes.
I said Ryback.
Ryback is in this fucking movie. Wow.
Well, now we know what Ryback did before he went to WWE.
He was in Double the Fuck Dragon.
I wasn't expecting this, by the way.
He
I
played
don't
himself.
remember this at all.
There's certain
Imagine
things I
how
watch the hell out of. Don't remember.
How painful it has to be to live like that. That's probably why Ryback's a big piece of shit. He's probably just in pain all the time.
I bet he has a really small dick.
What do you think's the last time he saw his dick?
Probably doesn't have a dick. It probably exploded.
That makes a lot more sense.
He saw my ass and just kaboom. Holy Sheeta. Stop doing that now.
You know how like a firecracker looks like after it explodes? So his dick looks
That's-
like.
Oh my god. God, what a piece of shit.
That fucking 40-pound heavy bag fucking
just-
knocked him 30 feet.
Like, what a piece of shit.
He looks like Pizza the Hut from Spaceballs.
Because pizza's gonna send out for you.
You know, these guys look like this is 2007. I could see them both being like dubstep DJs.
Need more dubstep.
Bang ring!
Oh, you see him put her hands on her butt?
Why the fuck would you play hot potato with someone who's clearly faster than you?
She has a sexy voice.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's Kenny.
Oh
Kenny can he's like an animorph.
my god, Peter Pan's shadow.
Oh dear God.
I like the fact that the Shadow was able to play the piano.
Yeah, like he did that as just to rub it in your fucking face or something. That's like if you
It was
went
Ray
to,
Charles.
It's like if you went to KFC and you ate like the entire family meal by yourself and you're at the bottom of the bucket and you're eating like the crunchies and stuff that's left over. That's like the ultimate fuck you.
Did you know that if you can eat an entire bucket of chicken within an hour at KFC, you can get a free refill?
Of chicken?
Yes, it is 100% true.
What the fuck? How is that a thing?
It's a thing. It's a rule. They just don't they don't spread it out there, but it is a thing at KFC.
Wow, you heard it here first on Friday Night Movie
Do you have
Night.
to show that you ate all the meat off the bone?
I'm not sure exactly how that'd go about.
That's interesting. You would think
I've
it'd be pretty
managed
strict
several
rules.
KFCs.
Because that's what it was on a TikTok, and I
I
heard
have
someone else say
never
it
had
too.
that, but I've also never had it come up either.
It's
But
not
I've never been told that. I
no
was
one's
never
ever asked,
told-
right?
Huh?
No one ever asked for a free refill of fried chicken, right?
No.
Allegedly, it was on a TikTok, and the lady behind the counter was like, "Well, yes."
But one time, I do remember, but I thought the person was joking. They got a 50-piece wing, and they got it in a bucket, and they sat there until it was like 4 people, but they ate all 50 wings, and they asked for a refill, and we were all laughing like it was a joke. And I wonder if maybe this was back 2005 4, 5, 6, something like that. But I wonder if maybe it was a thing then, and that's why they came up like, "Hey, can we get a refill?" You know what I'm saying? If maybe that
Yeah.
made them think.
You gypped them.
But I don't ever. I mean, like hot wings. They weren't chicken wings. They were
Why would
hot.
you want 50 more of hot wings? God.
Yeah. Well, they were
5
pretty
hot
big
wings.
dudes.
I'm running to the bathroom.
They were a bunch of bros.
Bruh.
Bruh.
They're like the dudes
Bruh.
that like you could sell a nickel bag of weed to for like $20. Like those guys.
Bruh. Cottonmouth Kings, bruh.
How the hell did we wind up like this? Oh, I thought you said Nickelback. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Because we all want to be the big rock stars in the girls come in, the girls come cheap. I stay skinny because I just want to eat.
Hold out with the blues dog.
You guys singing Shakira?
Yes. What?
Shakira, Shakira, Shakira.
Yeah.
That right there, the shot right there that just happened of Scott Wolf, that is his signature face. That is in every movie he's ever in, or TV show, or life. That's just his life. Somebody follows him around with a cell phone and does that to him once a day.
More video game reference. Now they're playing VR. You guys remember VR Troopers?
Yes.
That's, what's it called? Where Bovine was the code to like get unlimited money. Theme park creator.
Oh, roller coaster tycoon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Purposely make a roller coaster and like kill people. Pretty much. I think that's what everybody did.
Doesn't this guy kill babies?
Oh my God, that's the guy from The Hills Have Eyes. And why does he have Nazi tattoos on his head? Oh, that's not Nazi.
Oh, that's it.
Thank God.
I was such an asshole to my sister. And was like, that was her game, was Roller Coaster Tycoon, and got mad at her. And I grabbed a burnt CD and put that inside this thing, so she thought that was still in there. And I pulled it off. I'm like, if you're not gonna listen, I'm getting rid of this. And I cracked the CD, but it was a blank burnt CD, and she cried and hated me and was like depressed for like 3 days, where she realized I didn't really break her Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I've never played that. VR
I just
Troopers was the shit, though.
I just remember Bovine being the like code or whatever to get unlimited money.
Bovine.
Because I remember somebody asking me what another word for cow was, and I said bovine. He's like, "That's it," and he like typed it in and like got all this shit. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What does it have to do with roller coasters?"
The safe word is bovine.
I would say vaca. The hell?
So does The Hills Have Eyes take place, or does Double Dragon take place in the Hills Have Eyes world?
In the same universe.
Wes Craven presents.
Does that guy just look like that, like naturally? Does that guy just have all those bumps all over his head, like in real life?
Yeah, I think that's real life. And why are the homeless mimes back? Tell me, I need to know what the fuck is the point of the homeless mimes? Why are they homeless and why are they dressed as mimes? If they're truly homeless, how can they afford to put mime makeup on all the time? I don't understand that. Can somebody
By the
explain
way,
that
you
to me?
mentioned Wes Craven directing a non-horror movie. He did do one non-horror movie in the 90s.
Oh, fuck, now I gotta think.
Believe it was Music of the Heart or something like that. He did some movie
yeah.
that was
Didn't he also make Scream?
Yes, he did that.
It's not a horror movie.
It is an erotic family thriller.
It's a documentary. And I like how you assume that white stuff on the mimes' faces is paint.
Oh, so I guess that answers my question.
Ryback.
Oh yeah.
Feed me more.
Oh, those 5 minutes that we liked him. Is anyone here blocked by Ryback?
I don't
Yeah.
think so, but I have never followed him or like tried to
I am.
communicate with
He
him.
actually made a video calling me a sad little man who can only be happy when someone likes him acknowledges me. I forgot
You
what
got
I
a video. The only people I've only been blocked by XPW, and that's it.
Well, I think he blocked like 3 other people that day, so there's a chance he could have been talking to one of those other people too. Because I feel like I just called him a racist or something.
The hell, he's not racist. He's a charming young British woman.
That was back when I was doing like skits all the time, and I did a skit making fun of him, and then blocked me, and then somebody. How did I watch it? Somebody tagged me or something in the video, so I was able to like watch the video after he made it.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was pretty sure it was referring to me, but I could be wrong.
I keep forgetting this one guy's Asian because I keep feeling like he's pretending to be Asian, and I'm wanting to be offended, but I keep forgetting he actually is Asian.
He's not.
No, he's actually not. He's a Native American, isn't he?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, shame on him. Like, I feel like he got like tape and put it to the side of his eyes.
There's actually like a really badass movie he's in. It's a French movie. I think it's like La Pac de la Côte, but anyways, it translates into Brotherhood of the Wolf. You ever seen Brotherhood of the Wolf? That's a great fucking movie.
No.
It's pretty good, and it's interesting too because the main guy in it, I swear to God, if you go back and look and watch it, he looks just like a young Triple H. Like Triple H is like Jean Paul effects, who he looks like.
Mm.
The last really good foreign movie I watched, and this how long ago it was. It was a Russian movie called Brother.
Oh,
And
Was it directed by Hulk Hogan?
no, that would have
dude.
made it better. This guy like returned from war, and he kept on saying like he was just stuck in the office, like pushing papers or whatever. And it turned out like his family like had no money, even though he was sending all of his money back, and his brother was in all this debt and in over his head to like the mafia. And like the dude got like all this revenge, and people would talk to him and be like, "Yeah, I was just a paper pusher in the army and all that." And like
I've got the Capitol Records buildings. Are
as it got longer and longer, you could tell that he was like a high level special forces dude, you know, but like would never say anything about it. It was pretty good. They had a pretty good story. I mean, I know it sounds like an action movie the way I explain it, but
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
more story driven than it is action driven.
It sounded pretty homoerotic to me, which I'm fine with.
Oh, you know, twigging nipples and shit.
Well, we got the fucking rejects from Street Fighter 2 waiting in the parking lot to fight you.
And the what was it? The deaf
There's
mimes.
the homeless mimes with the condoms on their head.
One of us.
One
One of us.
of us.
Big show, right?
I'm on Weird Science.
Weird Science.
Speaking of the USA Network and their incredible lineup of entertainment, I know y'all remember Silk Stockings, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right after fucking Raw.
Yeah. I remember it coming on like like a really high pitched saxophone sound.
Was
Oh
that
god, that's when you knew.
Was that a USA original show?
Yeah.
Or was
Yeah.
that-
Yeah, USA had some a lot of original great programming. Weird Science. They had Pacific Blue.
Oh boy.
I watched a document, well, not a documentary, but a video on like kind of the downfall of USA Network. And believe it or not, what a lot of people blame the slow decline of the USA Network was for those years when the WWE left. Because when they
TNN.
left,
Oh yeah.
a dramatic shift happened, which led to the best shows critically and like success wise that USA ever had. but uh, because the ratings weren't quite what they were during Raw being there, they brought Raw back, and a lot of those people that were creating those great shows like Monk and Burn Notice and all of that, um, years, I think it was like 6 or 7 years, something like that, when their contracts were nearing an end, all those people that did great, but Monday Night Raw still came back to USA. Like none of them re-signed their contracts, and that's why like the creative shows just slowly left USA. Like all the critically, it is a pretty good video. When I see it again, I'll send it to you guys.
Shoot it our way. Shoot it all over my lower back.
But that was the one thing I couldn't remember because they talked about silk stockings, but they didn't go too much into it.
You know, you would watch Silk Stockings in the hopes of seeing some form of nudity, even though it never happened,
I
right?
feel like the most there was just in the intro, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
one episode a girl was like stripping, but she was covering, but it was like you thought, you're like, if I just believed, if I clapped my hands hard enough, we'll see titty. Oh my god, the 90s was such a terrible time.
I like how like some of those shows like it had women stripping and like usually they were in like bikinis that like showed less skin than like when they showed the beach scenes of like the women actually in bikinis.
Mm-hmm. We got to
Like, I
see
would not
that.
go to the strip club for that.
Yeah. USA Network, man. Thank you for my childhood and giving me like almost like seeing near boobies all the time.
Near boob. That's the best
mean-
spot.
Between Up All Night and Silk Stockings and
Scrambled
Giant-
porn.
Scrambled porn,
Well,
scrambled
Nikita,
eggs,
I never watched that show.
mashed potatoes and gravy. What?
La Femme Nikita.
Oh yeah, I remember La Femme Nikita
I never watched the
movie. I didn't either.
No one. I was like, what movie is this from? Like,
But supposedly the movie's supposed to be great. I've just never seen it.
Well, that woman, was there a movie La Femme Nikita, or was that movie just happened to be in a movie where she was naked?
No, there's a real movie like La Femme Nikita, and then they made a series based off of it.
Okay. Because I know that woman was in a movie where she was like an alien or something, and she was like sucking balls or something like that.
Species.
Yes. There you go.
you're thinking of Species.
Species has some of the best tit game of any movie in the 90s. I'm just saying. Tits galore.
I know
Okay,
I was so disappointed. Like, I remember getting Swordfish because of like Halle Berry's boobs, and I was like, wow, those boobs aren't as nice as you'd think they'd be for being on Halle Berry.
Wasn't worth paying the couple $1 million they paid her. Just saying.
I was disappointed. I'm sure, like, whatever jerk off, jack off in Hollywood paid that money to see it, though. He felt like it was worth it.
They were just so they could see it. That's it. We'd be in the room with her boobs out. That's it.
So is Waterworld also loosely based on Double Dragon?
Double Dragon, I think so.
Is that Elton John?
Maybe.
Yeah, Dan here made an Elton John joke earlier.
I just don't understand what the filmmakers were thinking. Like, we need a car chase, we need a boat chase.
We need a boat chase.
It costs
Wait.
so much money
Because
for that.
you
and it's-
have to show how they made it from level to level. You always
How
wondered how they
far-
made it into the sewers to fight. How'd they make it on the other side of the river to fight? Now we know how those fights happened in the video game.
We're 50 minutes into this. I thought by now I would be seeing them in in the colored outfits going, yeah,
Yeah,
karate,
I thought I would have
karate.
seen a back spinning heel kick by now. At least 2 of them.
At least like 2 or 3 of those by now. Like
We've only
I've barely
seen-
seen shit.
I think we've only seen like 5 super kicks.
Have
Right?
you ever went through one of those fires before on a speedboat? Or I mean on a wave runner?
As a kid, I used to do it all the time. I remember going
boogie
on
board,
summer
yeah.
vacation. Oh man,
Like those
it'd be like,
flames,
oh my
going through
god,
those-
look, the ramp is on fire, Dad. Can you like speed up the boat? Okay, son.
Like those flames, like going through them is not as. What the fuck?
I'm just like disappointed at the lack of karate.
Was that sign loaded with a bomb?
Maybe. I don't know.
Bomb
But
ass.
yeah, my friends and I did it once, and you couldn't even feel the heat. It's like, I guess the wave runner, the way it runs, the way the air is, it kind of like pulls the fire away from you because you feel more heat on your arms than you do your face. Like, just because we didn't jump through it, we just drove straight through the fire.
Yeah. Huh.
Looking back, we probably polluted the hell out of that lake by doing that.
David Carradine is rolling in his grave right now with the lack of karate.
Well, he can
And-
only probably
and
roll once or
strangulation.
twice
Hey, guys,
before the string holds them in place.
It's channel what? Oh, it's channel 69.
Ooh.
Well, that's okay, guys. Get your minds out of the gutter.
Oh,
That 69 is to represent the double dragon necklace.
oh,
Oh, you're right. The dragons are 69ing each other.
Yes. Weirdos. It's
Skate,
not
skate,
human
motherfucker!
69, and it's dragon 69. I'm going to step away from one moment, gentlemen.
is that Brian Bosworth?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take off my clip off time.
I don't think he was
Washed
in
up
the.
football
I don't
player.
think. I think Brian Bosworth wasn't even in college yet when this came out.
Oh,
Wasn't that 94, 93 when he got drafted?
oh, he got drafted in the 80s. Like,
I thought it was the early 90s.
oh, he got drafted in the late 80s. Like, he's already at this point. He's already retired from the NFL.
Are you sure?
I think he
I'm
got
very
drafted
sure.
in 88 or 89, something like that. He played like 3 seasons or something like that. The main reason I know this because oh my god, I think I got the next Friday night movie night. He was in Stone Cold. You guys ever seen Stone Cold with Brian Bosworth?
No.
All right, you heard me near now. I think that's what we're watching.
Is
next
that a
month.
football movie?
No, not at all.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he's a football player. You know, he's obviously was a football player. He decides they decide. I'm going to be an action movie star, so he fucking makes an action movie. It's called Stone Cold. It's hilarious. He has a fucking pet like iguana that he feeds like Snickers and protein bars and bananas and like sardines and shit too. Like puts it all in one like goddamn like shake.
Oh,
I don't know
fucking
why.
movie.
That's like the one thing I remember from that movie.
So that's probably why he was so jacked then.
Jay, come back. Xlj's masturbating very loudly.
Oh god. Sorry.
Staring in front of the elderly.
Something about being underneath a bridge with young boys. It just oh god. I didn't mean that like that.
Oh, boy. Heavens. Hey, that looks like a great place to masturbate.
Yeah, they have to have a multitude of masturbation nooks all throughout the city.
Like, why do you think they have that, like, his flannel tied around his waist?
It's like, bro, I'm supporting a half chub. Oh my god, are they going
it's
like
like-
to the black market of New Angles?
New Angeles. This is like a fucked up Chuck E. Cheese.
Why is Alyssa Milano feeding Ryback shit in a funnel? Am I wrong? Like she's scooping like literal shit into a fucking funnel.
Because it's tasty
don't-
shit.
I don't believe I should have ever had to say that sentence in my life.
I want that on a shirt. Alyssa Milano.
Oh, wait a minute. I know where they're at. They're at Jack in the Box. Okay.
Do you have Jack in the Box where you're at?
Actually, we do. Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
But our Jack in the Boxes suck, I think, compared to your guys. I've had West
Really?
Coast Jack in the Box. It does.
I
taste
love
good.
Jack in the Box.
Well, if it sucks,
So-
you were at the right Jack in the Box if it sucks.
Can you not go to Jack in the Box without walking out with like the 2 for like $1 or $2 tacos or whatever?
It's
Like-
possible, but it's kind of hard. You kind of feel like you need to because it's such a good deal.
Yeah, and it's the thing though, like you get it not so much because it's good. It's fucking terrible. The tacos are awful, but you're like, how can you pass that up?
Do you have Cane's Chicken where you're at? Raising Cane's?
Yeah, they're well in my hometown, not so much, but I mean, there's like one about 45 minutes from me.
Because the way Raising Cane's is like, it's like you eat it and you're like, oh, It's not bad. I don't get the hype, but you're like, hey, maybe I want to try it again. Okay, and then next thing you know, you're going over and over and over again, and then you realize it's just because of the sauce.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's the only reason why you like Cane so much is because the sauce is so good.
Are you talking about Chick-fil-A?
Raisin Canes. I've never eaten Chick-fil-A, and we have them here.
Have you ever? Do you guys have any Saxby's there?
No.
Oh, Saxby's is a beautiful thing.
Ooh.
They're like really good chicken. It just sounds sensual, right? Sexy.
Sounds sexy as fuck. Like these guys screaming for the millionth time.
Not
Whoa, Saxby's!
What the fuck?
Oh my god, it's a bunch of like Jamiroquai like video effects. Churches, lay back, virtual insanity, always.
Never get the baby. Oh god, my damn phone
Thanks
again.
for singing me on.
Oh my god.
You guys were singing Jamiroquai, and here he is.
I knew it. I knew it.
I love this hat.
It's my purple hat. My purple bucket hat.
You know what I
Right?
hate in life, I hate fucking Bobo tea. You guys like
And my
Bobo tea?
pedophile glasses.
God damn it. Pedophile glasses.
Not Marshmallow Man.
My son found them, and he was like, "Hey, I grabbed these for you. It's a pretty cool pair of pedophile glasses for you."
They're prescription pedophile glasses. The top of the line.
I was
Top
like,
of
"I'm
the
glad you
world,
said
Mom.
that at home and like not in public." And your 13-year-old son hands you a pair of glasses, like, "This is a perfect pair of pedophile glasses for you."
It's perfect when you try to lure Timmy over for some candy. Oh, fuck. Who are you?
Yeah, that's what I meant, though. I meant
That's Saxby's.
That's
I meant,
Saxby's?
That's Saxby's.
Zaxby's, not Chick-fil-A. That you end up going back to over and over because of the sauce.
Oh, okay. Yeah, get you some. Get you some of that. Do it.
Funny story, my wife absolutely loves Zaxby's. And she
Are they gonna kiss? Sorry.
she'd eat
Yes.
it all the time. Well, everything there is like breaded and like overly breaded. Turns out she's gluten free because we were trying to figure out why she gets sick every fucking time she went to Zaxby's. And then we finally figured out she's gluten intolerant or whatever it is, and that's why she was getting sick every single time we went there and ate. So now I don't eat at Zaxby's anymore.
I want to experience this now. One day I'm going to venture outside of California for a minute.
Let's
Oh,
all
yeah,
meet
Zaxby's.
let's all meet in Utah because I heard there's a lot there.
And on the way there, I'm going to eat Whataburger because I haven't had Whataburger in 18 years.
Yeah.
I sell Whataburger pancake mix at my store. Or waffle mix. Waffle mix, that's what it is.
Waffle mix.
Oh,
What?
Whataburger
What?
waffle mix. Yeah.
I want this in my life.
And it's the same logo as, is that Avengers Tower that they were building?
That's Tony Stark's place. Yeah, yeah.
But it was the same logo and everything as Whataburger. I've never ate at Whataburger or anything, but I Googled it and it was the same logo and everything on it. I'll take a picture of it tomorrow when I
Yeah.
get to work.
Well,
They're
boy.
in Texas for like Arkansas for like a minute.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, but on the trip from Arkansas to California, I just like that was every single stop was at a Whataburger. Every single stop. So I ate a Whataburger. Like it was a 3-day trip on a bus. So like every meal for 3 days was Whataburger, Whataburger, Whataburger. I gained
There are a
50
lot of
pounds.
gratuitous, like Alyssa Milano ass shots in this movie.
Yes.
You notice that?
Oh my god.
Why didn't they
She would've
make her shorts shorter?
I don't know.
And now they're
Guys,
fighting over
in
who's
the-
gonna sniff her ass?
I would have been like all up. I mean, this movie would have had me like pausing back in the day.
Yeah. Well, they're fighting over who's getting pink eye.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, in the mortal words of Forrest Gump, guys, I gotta put you. I'm gonna be right back.
He's gone now. He's about to masturbate to Alyssa Milano and her short shorts.
Well, I had to get a protein refill. That's why I was off camera. And then you guys started singing Jamiroquai, and I was debating on putting on the bucket hat. And I was like, well, I guess I have to now.
Zaxby's. Oh, I see the thing up there.
Yeah.
I never noticed the word.
Like I said, it's pretty good. I feel like they overbread everything, but it is a good breading.
Oh, I love overbreading.
Okay, then you'll like it. But yeah, my wife, she'd get every time she went there, she'd get fucking horribly sick, and we'd blame it on something else because every time we would go out and eat there, we were usually out doing a million other things that same day. So we'd blame it on something else, and then once we found out that she was celiac or whatever it is, where you can't eat glutens, we're like, well,
upshish.
yeah. I'd be like, that makes sense now because you can't have glutens, and Zaxby's is nothing but glutens.
Nothing but gluten. But it comes with bread, huh? Like Cane's, because Cane's is like bread, and then like you can choose for bread instead of coleslaw. Because no one likes coleslaw unless it's from KFC. So you get an extra bread, and then you're eating double the bread, and then you're eating chicken strips covered in breading, and you're dipping it all in this magical sauce. It's going to give you diarrhea later.
You know what's weird is like, so I live further south than XLJ does, but it almost sounds like he lives more in the south than I do by like the amount of southern places that are near him opposed to the ones that are near me.
I bet he eats more cornbread than you do, and hush puppies.
Oh, I don't eat cornbread whatsoever.
Oh my god, I love cornbread. I was raised on that.
Yeah, I can't. I won't. I refuse to.
Cornbread, hush puppies. What else?
Now I could eat cornbread if it's got like a shit ton of sugar in it.
I need a ton of butter.
And then I keep Mexican cornbread if I'm eating like a big Mexican dish. Like if I'm like with people that are like eating like big gobs of Mexican food, I could eat like Spanish cornbread. But and then hush puppies, I like corn hush puppies and Long John Silver's hush puppies.
Hush puppies.
Those
I
are
only
the
get to
only
eat that when I go to like an all-you-can-eat buffet out here, like a hometown buffet. Like I gorge myself on all the southern food. Like, no one makes this out here. No one knows to dip their to cover their biscuits in gravy. Like that's such a weird. I remember I went to one place, asked for biscuits and gravy. They gave me rolls covered in gravy.
Oh wow!
Yeah, blasphemy. I still ate it.
I started working, so I worked at the KFC down here, and somebody asked for gravy, and I was like, okay. And they're like, no, gravy for my biscuits. I was like, yeah, here you go. They're like, no, I need gravy for my biscuits. And I was like, yes.
The brown gravy is perfect for biscuits.
Fucking brown gravy. Well, apparently they had, like, I didn't know this because it was like my first day. They had a thing of white gravy made up for people to ask for.
What? I've never seen white gravy at no. What I do whenever we get KFC, I get the biscuits, I open them, open mouth, get like 2 of them, and then I cover that in the brown gravy.
Yeah, I cover them in honey. Their biscuits with honey is godly. Hardee's used to be like that, and then Hardee's switched their whole game up. I don't know what happened.
I love. I'm every time because I go out here, it's Carl's Jr. And every time I say Carl's Jr., my brain back of my head goes, call it Hardee's.
Well,
I still don't get the T2000 what he's doing.
Well, I don't understand like what happened, like because it seemed like Hardee's was altogether going to rebrand to Carlos Jr. And then like they just stopped like mid branding. So like, all right, half of you are gonna have this jack off glove, and then the other half are gonna have the right jack off glove, and eventually we're gonna come together and
yeah, I'm like it was. And by the way, I did not know it was called Carl's Jr. until like right before I was gonna move out here. Like, you know that, right? Why? That's what you're joking, right? And then I see the signs. I'm like, Carl's. Who the fuck is Carl?
Isn't that like the owner's son's name or somebody?
I think so. I think I eventually learned.
Carl
remember seeing the
was my uncle.
Man, what the hell?
That's also my middle name. My government.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have a middle name.
But it's always going to be Hardee's to me, damn it.
Carl's Jr. Well, no. Like I said,
My
I correct
God.
myself every time.
That's Sean Bradley?
He sounds so intelligent. Take that, you bitch.
Why are they more scared of a tall, skinny dude than they were a fucking Ryback juice to the gills?
Right? They seem more like fearful. Like, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
You've been going me for far too long. Well, there's one kick.
What the fuck how did they ever annoy him?
Who else? What?
Who
Oh.
has hydraulic fucking just drop walls?
I do. In the last house I was in, I had them.
Like one of your walls just drops hydraulically?
You never know when you gotta drop your
It's
wall.
like, it was in the kind of like the sunroom, you know. Way if I had anybody that like made it over the moat, like I could send them off like with the that way, you know, with the fan and shit. Or sometimes sometimes they would fall into the fan and get like chopped up to pieces, but they fucking had it coming.
I feel like the guard cover, like over that fan, would have like protected him from getting sucked into it.
You'd be surprised.
Alyssa Milano gave me pink eye.
You think he would have like tucked his chain by now, considering everybody's trying to get it? You would have, you know what I'm saying?
Like I don't have there's nothing here to see.
Like I always keep my chain tucked in. I never take this chain off. Only time I've taken this thing off in the last, I'm trying to think of when I quit getting in trouble all the time.
There's Von Wagner.
In the last 16 years, the only time I took this off is I got an MRI. And then the lady looked at it, she's like, "Oh, you didn't even need to take that off." And I tuck the shit all the time, and I don't even have to worry about anybody jacking it for me. So if I had a double dragon piece like that, you better believe I'd be tucking that shit.
Better believe.
You goddamn
You're in
better
a
believe it.
post-apocalyptic Los Angeles. There's a lot of Debos walking around. Trust me.
Dios.
Whip it. Whip it.
I mean, Debo was in Los Angeles.
Like it's a cross between like Devo and the Conehead and Frankenstein and Popeye the Sailor Man. Like what the fuck?
Sounds like my browser
More
history.
like Olive Oil's clothes than Popeye's.
Oh, Popeye!
What?
Well, Popeye just screwed Bruno, but I need somebody to pay my bills.
Olive Oil.
It was at that moment that you had sweet, passionate sex with Bruno. He sprayed his jism all over the inside of my body.
He took her to Pound Town.
Well,
It did not smell like spinach in there.
Was the weed dealer on the port. So it wasn't the fact that he ate that spinach to kick everybody's ass. When he would get high, people would give in to his whims because they knew that if he got beat up, no more weed would be coming into the ports anymore.
After I ate some spinach, I did my Jackie Fago strut.
And then whenever Popeye went away, Bruno was taking care of his wife for him in more ways than one. Popeye was a cuck.
Moral of the story. Moral of the story, Popeye was a cuck.
He's basically the Jim Cornette of cartoons.
Yeah, You could look at it. that
Well,
way.
considering on his looks, he probably is Jim Cornette.
I've lost track of what this cop is doing.
I think
I don't even know
he's
what
the
tight he's on
father of the main.
Oh, that was Kenny
X-Men
Omega's
girl.
dad, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's Kenny's dad. Yeah.
I forget everybody's real names in movies, so it's just easier to like give them names from the beginning, so I could keep them straight in my head.
Hi, I'm Cheats McLean.
So is Double Dragon also what made driving Hummers on regular American roads?
Apparently,
Popular
because
too?
I don't remember Hummers being a thing until this.
So right after this film,
So
he did his father.
the environment being ruined is all the fault of Double Dragon.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. You know, No Limit Records can like attribute a lot to this film.
Make them say,
Ah!
Na 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 na.
Cody Rhodes.
What do you guys think about some TRU? I loved True on No Limit Records.
The True.
TRU.
What about you know who my favorite No Limit Soldier was? What about Swole?
Good old Swole.
Swole. Wasn't he with the? Did he wrestle in WCW? Yeah, okay.
Ice Train.
Yeah. I was trying to think of his name. I just remembered Fire and Ice. I couldn't remember his.
I remember the little soldiers. Remember them?
Yeah.
No? Yeah. Where the soldiers at? Over here. Over there. Over.
I had some of those plaid. That was the only camouflage I ever willingly bought in war, was the orange and blue No Limit camouflage.
Lord.
Like that Rey Mysterio wore down to the ring and stuff.
Hooty-hoo!
Hoo-hoo!
I love NASCAR racing. Richard Petty's still the king.
The shittiest rapper ever. To this day, still.
Which one?
Silk the Shocker.
Yes.
Oh.
I was in my car driving, and there I was in my car shifting.
Like rapping with the least amount of fucking
he didn't know how to catch a beat. I don't think
no
he knew
charisma, no confidence when he rapped.
He just spoke.
Yes. That was a hate crime right there.
You know, like my big hit was the Drug Alphabet. And every now and again at parties, I'd always rap it like Silk the Shocker. Be like, A is for the acid that I eat every day. B is for the butter past the crack pipe my way. C is for that wonder drug Klonopin. D is for that active ingredient DXM. E is for that ether, the psycho inhaling trip. F is for
Googling that. I couldn't find it.
Used for the wiki sticks. And that's how Silk the Shocker would ruin my song.
I'm like drooling over Alyssa Milano.
Right? Like, how is it like that's not fashion that's come back yet?
Right? That would be perfect for that shirt right now. I could see someone wearing that now.
That's the next pictures you need to take is in Alyssa Milano.
Jay, you're dressing up like Alyssa Milano now.
Do it.
Do it. When the hell did you take that Chuck Norris photo?
Well, you think I could find a shirt like that?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
That green number?
And I want you to play that Family Guy song. Go, Alyssa Milano. I knew that you would be hot when you were 9.
Hey,
it might be hard to get the boots.
Oh. Well, unfortunately, that would be rough. Anybody notice there's an unusual amount of swinging in this movie, though? Like, look.
Yes.
Like, why is there so much
swinging? Double Dragon.
Oh my God, Ryback was taking a shit. And like a dark.
I thought these guys would be dressing up in their like ninja outfits like the whole movie, or at least like 90% of it.
How's he gonna wipe?
Oh, look,
we're an hour and 15 minutes into this.
I
not
masturbate to that picture thrice
that what he
on a
wiped
day.
with?
Right.
Oh, he wasn't shitting. He was masturbating.
Self-reflection. The tears of a clown.
Because I'm good
Well,
enough. I'm
This is
smart
what
enough.
happened when you
Oh,
get
that's a
Melissa
moaning
Milano
face.
pink eye.
Oh my god, is he like ejaculating?
Yeah,
Oh.
he skeets. He skeeted, motherfucker.
That's what your face looks like from Melissa Milano pink eye.
Melissa Milano, I know you'd give me pink eye when you were not.
Well, I guess realistically, I could. Somebody remember to send me a picture of her, so I'll remember to take that picture
When the
Yes.
hell did you take that photo?
today.
Today? Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that had to have been taken like immediately after the movie. I don't know why. I forgot all about that.
I meant to do it while I was in Florida, and I forgot to take that sweatshirt with. And I could not. We stopped at 3 different WalMarts, 2 different Dollar Generals, and a Goodwill, and could not find a gray sweatshirt.
Wow.
You put
And then
effort
I
into that.
accidentally cut that sweatshirt to where like it was exposing my tattoo, and I was like, "Screw it! There's no going back now."
Yeah,
Because I was
fully
gonna
commit.
try to make it look almost exactly like his. I was even gonna put a green screen behind me and do it. The Rock stole his eyebrow thing from Double Dragon.
That's originally where it came from, yeah.
Look at Flip. Yeah, he's going to do a double stomp like he was fucking Finn Balor. Yeah, story of Romulus and Remus.
Flip Gordon, whatever happened to him?
Yeah, that's a good point. What did happen to Flip Gordon?
Like he purposely didn't go to AEW when that started.
Oh my
because
god,
they
there's
wanted-
a real Double Dragon arcade machine there. What the fuck?
That's ridiculous. I was hoping they'd have a Jake and the Fat Man arcade game.
You know what? Neither of them have tattoos either. Like the
That's
Double Dragon.
Sons of bitches.
You know what would have been better if they would have kicked and broke every other game but
Double
Double
Dragon.
Dragon.
Double Dragon.
Every game is vandalized except for Double Dragon, so
I just want the ending of this movie to be like they just comes down to them playing a game of Double Dragon on that machine. Like whoever wins, like that gets the medallion or whatever.
An hour and 15 minutes, we finally saw some mystical shit.
Oh my god, is he gonna finally slip into his jammies?
Yeah, kiss.
well apparently when you talk shit to your medallion, it gets on. So he must have the evil side of the medallion.
Just call your medallion a bitch.
So it turns out that Nick Jackson has the good side. So technically he's the good guy. But since
Matt
his
Jackson's
skin's a
the
little
bad
bit
guy.
darker, they want you to think he's the bad guy. This was the 80s after all. Yes, you look the exact same. You're white. You'll always be okay.
You'll be safe in areas like Florida and Kentucky. You're Native American. People assume that you're Puerto Rican.
Filipino.
You're Filipino. They'll assume you're Puerto Rican.
No, I always assumed he was Filipino until he was in a show called, I could be wrong, but Reservation Police.
Now, you know who would think he was
It was on
Chinese?
PBS all the time.
The people from Fight TV would assume that he's Chinese.
Fuck Fight TV.
Fuck Fight
Fuck
TV.
TV.
I wonder if if Pluto owns Fight TV and that's why they're both fucks.
That's where they both can get fucked.
You know what? They are meant to be fucked together.
I really wonder if Fight TV's read my shit because I've tweeted them angry stuff throughout the last month.
I was gonna say that's been going on for like almost a month now.
Yeah, I still got that account warning and I'm still threatening to fuck their mothers.
I've been sending them pictures of my balls and anus.
If it makes you feel better.
You know, if If you've been doing that for real, I would totally appreciate it. And in fact, I encourage that you do it now, Jay.
Hey, everybody else out there, if you're watching this and you get a free moment, please send pictures of your balls and anus to Fight TV. You don't need to show us any proof. Just let us know that you've done so.
Send them
And
a
if you
DM
need
on
to
Twitter.
see my proof, I will let you see it. Behind the $5 paywall.
God damn it. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Fight.
I've been tanning my balls a lot lately, so I've been making sure they've been getting those pictures. Because I heard that if you suntan your balls, it raises your testosterone. It makes you more of a man.
My balls are a nice like bronze right now, and just because of nature, oh my god, it became two things.
I've been taking cold showers for the last 3 days, so I don't believe I have any right now.
They're like cross between Ivan Ooze and Zorro.
Like today, I thought I only had one ball when I got out of the shower. I was kind of scared for a moment.
I thought I had 3.
Fucking horrible. Are those the putties?
Actually, I got Power Ranger vibe. Oh, Ryback's fighting people. That's a strong hand, the one that he masturbates with. Man!
That's a strong hand.
I ain't got a clue what's
I have no idea what the guy just said.
no clue. Is that a golf club?
I think.
Who the fuck owns golf clubs?
I do.
I do. I got a bunch behind me in that picture.
Oh, yeah.
I had a bunch of friends that were trying to get me to golf, so like they would just give me golf clubs, and then my brother-in-law found like an entire set like at this rich guy's house, and my brother-in-law was looking at them, and the guy's like, "You want them?" He was like, "Oh no," he was like, "I was just trying to find a putter because my brother-in-law is trying to golf, but it's hard for him to find clubs." He's like, "Oh, take these." He gave him like all the clubs that you saw, and then he gave me a complete set of like some super expensive golf clubs that I used for like 3 years, and I was still able to resell that whole set for like $600.
Wow.
I had a coworker invite me to play golf. I never played golf before in my life, and I'm like, "All right, buddy, that's like a level 8 white person. I'm at like a level 5."
That's like a level 8 friendship.
Like
you only do that if you're doing like business deals or if you're like a really good friends with somebody.
It's like I've worked with him for like a week.
Yeah, I wouldn't take an acquaintance. I wouldn't, especially somebody I only knew for a week. Because when you go golfing, you either get piss fucking drunk or like you get so fucking aggravated, like the person that's there with you absolutely sees the worst there is in you.
Oh shit. Is it? All right, they're at 69.
Finally.
So that one generator lit up the entire city of Los Angeles.
And now
An
they're
hour
going
and 24 minutes in.
And guess what? There's literally only like 10 minutes of the movie left.
God damn it.
Like,
I was expecting this for the God.
I was
All
expecting
that.
to see this like after the opening credits.
All of that to build up so they can get
There
to
it is, Kenny Omega guiding the Young Bucks to greatness.
All right, Street Fighter.
Beat Chris Jericho to move up in life? Let's kick him.
However do you want me? However do you need me? However you want me?
So apparently both of them wanted to wear red. And also the tattoos. Why do neither of them have tattoos?
Yeah, that's bullshit. They should have like a chest tattoo of a dragon.
Are they on Pedophile Island?
God damn.
No, for real, like, have you ever seen that episode of The Smart Guy? Where, like, that pedo, like, invites him to his basement to play video games? Like, that's the scenery right there. Yeah, and The Smart Guy, you know, is like the one with, like, the kid that was smart. And
is that like
the
is that like
play the internet that could
The
sell them
kid-
video games for dirt
That
cheap.
was like the kid off of Hanging with Mr. Cooper, right?
Yeah,
He was like the brother of Chi Tamara, right?
I think.
The sister twins.
Yeah, yeah.
Sister.
The dad that was the dad.
Man,
on
they
the
were hot.
No, it's not. It's not the same dad. But like this, so the smart guy is using the internet to find about video games like super cheap, and he goes to this guy's house, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'll get you any game you want for like $5, $10," and it's like pirated video games. And so the kid comes back with his friend or whatever, and then he's showing him like, "Oh yeah, well take your shirt off to do it," and they're playing like surfing and stuff. Well, the smart guy is a smart guy, and he goes, "I thought you said we were the first to play it. How do you have the pictures of all these other kids without their clothes on playing it?" And then they busted him out.
And then they play the
And he
smart
lost
guy
his
music.
hookup on video games.
He's the smart guy. Oh my god!
Is that all the
I didn't
fighting
think-
they do?
I didn't think you could get
What the
arrested
fuck
in
was
this
that? Did you see that? He did a cute little like smile on his face, a whimsical smile, and he fist bumped and grabbed his like fist, like hi.
I love the feeling of your soft knuckles. Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So that
what the
one
fuck?
guy had to be defeated for them to start arresting people in this city.
I guess,
Yeah.
and also like
Justice prevails.
they arrested him because he didn't have a tie on.
Holy shit, that's the dad from Smart Guy.
Oh wow!
Is he?
I'm gonna have to watch it back, but I think
No,
so. I
okay.
had glasses on, so I couldn't see. These glasses are strictly to look like a pedophile and nothing else.
We're gonna wear these fancy outfits and masturbate in the local park.
They're nice jammies.
I'm trying to look like how when Pee Wee Herman got busted in the movie theater.
These feel great on my genitals. Genitals.
The word of the
Nice.
day is genitals.
Genitals.
Ah! That's what we need to do next Friday night movie night is pick a word of the day to like sound sirens and everything like
Oh,
Pee-wee's
yeah.
Playhouse.
Genitals.
Instead of saying like word of the day, this.
Oh my
safe
God, are they
word
gonna bang?
is- Well, yeah.
He's gonna join in. Hell yeah.
We're finally gonna see
This-
the double dragon, guys.
Front to back,
Just
side to
link to the
side.
But no, for real, somebody send me a picture to remind me to
Okay.
yeah, you're gonna have to
Dress
double
up like
drag
her.
with, Ryback there, guy.
Genitals.
Ah!
Genitals.
This is what happens when you fuck around a lot. Fuck around and find out.
Genitals?
You have to use protection. Otherwise, your dick looks like this. A mangled piece of pastrami. Why is he talking like a...
Billy
Ryback.
and Bobo are gonna get to do the double dragon. The other kid isn't gonna get a chance to do it.
No, he's in the back. We're going to record. He's watching.
Did you
He's
see
playing-
him pull
he's-
his pants
it's Brad
down as he got
Maddox.
in?
That's Brad Maddox right there. Xavier Woods is there. and then, there's
Oh, there
Paige.
he is.
Yeah.
It's a
And the
new
guy-
day. Yes, it is.
And the guy driving Spence.
Well, hench for food. Thug seek.
I just liked how the dude, when he got into the back seat of the car, was taking off his pants.
What did he say about fuck his dad? Wow. Oh, man.
Fucking
Well,
Jewish Chinese men. If I were to ever end a movie, I would end it with Jewish Chinese men as well.
And that's how I lost my virginity. Now, that was
beautiful.
terrible.
What a cinematic masterpiece.
Oh man, that was
Double Dragon. That was Double Dragon.
So
You know
somebody
what?
out there, remember to send me a picture of Melissa Milano in that outfit if you want to see me in that
and to
outfit.
please send pictures of your balls and asshole to the people of Fight TV. Don't show it to us, just send it to them. Cause why? Cause fuck Fight TV. That movie was so bad. I'm like, I remember. Okay, let me tell you a story. I I got circumcised at the age of 8 years old. And that was more entertaining than this movie.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it was them having to chase you down and strap you down and.
No, actually, let's throw this out there. They were like, "Hey, we're going in. You got a special thing going on." Like, okay, they put me to sleep. I wake up and I'm like, ah! Honest to God, happened.
Fuck, that would be scary as hell, especially at that age.
Yes. My dad laughed about it for years.
Fuck, I'm gonna laugh about it for years.
Do you remember that one time, Gout? And like he brings you in, he says it. Hey, Gout, come here.
He would always tell the story the same way. Like he woke up, looked down, saw the bandages, and was like, "What happened to my tallywhacker?"
Does he tell it
Oh,
every?
man.
Does he tell it every Hanukkah?
Everyone thinks I'm Jewish.
Gathers the family around the fire.
We celebrate Hanukkah and we're Baptist Christian. I don't know how that happened.
The one thing I will say about this movie is like they did try like with the production sets and like I think the makeup and shit. Like I mean it was bad, but I mean it was a gallant effort, you know.
They tried. It actually looked really cool in some spots.
Yeah. Yeah, but the whole build to get to like them wearing pajamas was fucking ridiculous. But the one
They're not
thing,
even wearing what they're wearing here in the promo picture.
Oh, you're right.
yeah, that's true. It's like where the fuck is the studs and stuff, you know, on the
The rhinestones.
The rhinestones. There we go.
Right.
Same. But the one thing element I did like about the movie is the fact that it was in 2007.
2007.
So guys, can you indulge me for a moment? I want to get like what is your perfect post-apocalyptic world? Like what would it be like? What would be there? I got to know. Something like this, right? For example, let me set the mood for you.
Sexy mutants.
Yeah. Sexy mutants.
Sexy mutants.
Yeah.
Sexy cannibalism.
Oh.
Yeah, you know. Lots of rollerblades. Lots and lots of rollerblades.
Okay. I like where you're going with this.
What else?
A bunch of abandoned Circle Ks. Cigarettes.
Cigarettes
Blown on the ground.
everywhere. Everyone is smoking menthol cigarettes.
Yes.
No racism.
Yes. Because there's no races left. It's
No
just
racists left. The only people that survived were the cool kids.
Yeah. Jay, what about you? What would be your perfect post-apocalyptic world?
Shivas and Goros everywhere.
Shivas and Goros everywhere. Okay.
Yeah. Just packs of them roaming.
I imagine like lawnmower parts all over the streets. I imagine broken windows. I imagine a society that's lost because they can't watch reruns of Home Improvement.
That's a tornado.
All the footage has been taken out. Away. I envision a world where shoelaces don't exist anymore. You can't make them.
And you can urinate in front of an elementary school.
Yes.
Are you not allowed to now?
YOLO! You know
now
what?
I know why I get the weird looks.
I actually, now that I really think about it, I know exactly what would be the perfect post-apocalyptic setting. Be right here. Right here. By your side, Jay. Get apart. Look at all those.
If you want to see more, there's a paywall, but you could see more if you'd like.
I'm not sure.
Worth every penny. My gosh.
You're like every central gym teacher.
It's like I ripped that thing perfectly. That's the best part about it. Like I did not mean to rip that like that.
Yeah.
You just
The only part I don't like. So the whole thing was to like expose my midriff, and not in not a single one of those pictures can you see my stomach. And I didn't realize it until I was already like changed and back in the house.
Oh yeah, not a hint of whatever you got going on there.
Yeah.
I mean, the similarities are just uncanny.
Uncanny.
And I was like blowing my stomach out in like every picture. That's why I have such a strained look on my face, because I was trying to blow my stomach out so it'd be like funny with my fat stomach exposed, you know? And it's not even exposed in any freaking picture.
That's a damn shame, but still,
So-
nonetheless, my God, I can't wait for the calendar to come out.
I was gonna say the Melissa Milano one.
I can't wait for the Alyssa. Don't forget, everybody, leave a comment about Alyssa Milano's.
Alyssa Milano. I knew that you would be hot.
Because of this. Yeah, look. Speaking of hot, just the sexuality coming out of that picture right there is just—it's too intense. I can't take it anymore. Cannot take it, gentlemen. Well, we've come to the end here. Friday night movie night. Can I have some closing words about tonight's episode?
Babies were born, dreams came true, Ryback flexed,
And that one guy wore blue.
and the one guy wore blue.
The one guy wore blue. There you go.
Rest in peace, Vin Diesel.
Baby Jebediah.
Uncle Jebediah.
Uncle Jebediah.
There you have it. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Friday Night Movie Night. I'm Xlj the Og, of course, here with the best Gout machine, and Jay. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, as always.
I love you.
I'm going to have fantasies of those pictures all night long.
I did it for all of you.
Yeah. Yes.
Eat skate, motherfucker.
Fuck Avatar!
Fuck Fight TV.